doing this video because this is my letter of resignation for the Amentens, and that is the sole purpose of this video. You know, it's taken me a while to come to terms with this, but I have decided that this may be the best path and the best decision. And I want to make this an official sign-off. You know, it really makes me sad, because there is so many more things left to do. And there's many plans that I made. But, like, those plans matter. They're just plans that'll happen. They'll matter for this specific time, and then they won't matter again. Because then those plans will be deleted. And they won't matter anymore. I have impurified this path so much that I need to move on to another path. I have taken something that I liked in the past, and I have compulsively recorded so much of those experiences of my Amenten. I've recorded meeting after meeting, video after video, profound speech after profound speech, and so many things I said and I taught them well. So many things I had to talk about and share. A lot of it was thrown down the drain. Not all of it, but a lot of it. For almost 2 years. Think about that. Almost 2 years of videos down the drain. And now, it's as if I'm trying to pick up the pieces, but I can't go back in time and change the past. Of course I can't. But my life was not as simple as it was. I am taking classes. I have a YouTube channel that I maintain. Well, I have social media. And social media is not a business. I certainly don't treat it like a business. I certainly don't treat it like a job. If it was my job, I'll take it. The best job when it comes to you actually doing something. The thing about a job is doing something. Like, let's not separate work and then combine it with, pleasure. Let's keep those in two separate categories unless, I don't know, when it comes to watching videos and that's considered a job. But the point in saying that is, I think the best job I could ever have is if someone were to come in and say, you have a YouTube channel, I'm going to pay you for your videos. That would be a really wonderful job because it's what I do for entertainment. But it would be more than a job. And it's not a job, it is a huge part of my life, or maybe a small part of it. It's a hobby that is unlike other hobbies. And I express myself in ways with those videos, with those posts, with that content. But I look at those public videos of myself out there, and I'm thinking, well, these are public, but what if I could make others public? I want it all to be public because I want it all to be one way. I don't want there to be, halfway. It's somewhat, some are out there, some aren't, because I can't put some out there because I express myself in certain ways on those videos that I can't put that out there. And it's beginning to feel like all those videos I made and deleted were true videos, and I put my heart into them. I spoke my truth. I meant what I had to say. And then I just threw it down the drain. If you look at me and think that I have a good life right now, you don't know the issues that I'm dealing with. My hands are cracked and I have to continually apply some stuff to it, which I'm not doing, so I'll be right back and take care of that. I also have some issues I'm dealing with in regards to nervous issues. And I'm going through some issues which deal with patterns I'm trying to break and habits and compulsions I'm trying to break right now. And I also feel certain guilt when it comes to other stuff, and feeling the major guilt for all that I've done, all that I have made and deleted over so long, over a huge period of time, where I really was very available for my Amenten, and I put so much into it, and then I deleted it. Deleting impurifies something. You may think that when you are deleting things, you are getting rid of it. Okay, well, if it's stuff that you don't want, that you don't like, okay, then you do feel more peaceful and content. But what if you decide to delete stuff and you're compulsively removing stuff that you like, that you value, that you put so much time and effort into, and you're going to experience guilt? I do not see the point of continuing after almost 2 years of making videos and deleting them. What is the point? What is the point? If I continue on the story, if I continue doing this, that's going to always be there. And I have the option of opting out. And I do use it as a tool for procrastination over my bigger and more legitimate responsibilities. And I do use it as a tool to freely express myself when I should be doing that solely in my videos. I had this idea for 2023. It's the year where I am really free to express myself in ways I haven't before, and I'm going to be completely free. And I'm sick of the pretend stuff. I'm over the pretend stuff. now. If I was an actor, give me a role, give me a couple basic things, but I am going to kind of take that role and be myself with that role so that it actually feels good and not it's forced down upon me. And whenever I speak in ways that are not my vocabulary or that are forced upon me, then it doesn't sound as natural and it sounds gross from my perspective. If I have to recite lines for a play that I'm reading for class, which I did not choose that play, and I'm given a certain role, and it's as if other people are expecting me to fulfill that role. It's not authentic to me, and they may think that, oh, you fit this role, I don't fit this role. But maybe either I didn't drop into my truth and admit it, or I'm not willing to admit it, or I don't know. But no, I think at this point, I'm in a state of being where authenticity, perfectionism, when it comes to certain things, has to be thrown out the window, and we have to allow the creative and I don't know, certain, sides to me to come out uninhibitedly. I don't need any more tests from the universe. I don't need any more restrictions because of the state of being that I am in, that I put myself in. Why continue to destroy something that is destroyed quite a bit and continue to destroy it and not save what is actually good and positive? Why continue to do that? And I'm totally expecting the surgery I'm going to be having on the 30th of this month to go as planned and to be way better and way easier than that surgery I had in 2021 when I was at a pure and more content state of being when it came to the abundance that I felt that I had in my life. I do not need another struggle and something taken away that I am uncomfortable with. I don't need that right now. I don't want that right now. I don't want to continue to perpetuate this story, this narrative, this path by, if I want to just express myself, I turn to my Amenten instead of turning to the real world and being free to express myself and putting it in the context of video and saving the unnecessary details. When you put something out as public, you're obviously not going to mention certain things. That is just natural. It's not the logical mind as part of that, but it's just natural. If you're putting a video out into the public, then you're going to say certain things and not say certain things and express certain things. It's just, that's how it is. And I want to freely express myself. And I don't want to have it contained into I present myself a certain way on these videos, all professional and whatnot, and then I just spill my guts when I'm at my Amenten. I do not want to have to filter or separate myself out into two different people anymore. Where I am very committed to the Amentens and also very committed to my YouTube channel as two separate issues going on at the same time. I am done separating myself into I'm this way at this situation. I can more freely express myself here, and that's a kind of crutch that I am leaning on. Whereas now I am not going to allow myself that option anymore of having an Amenten. I am going to now have the only option of expression in my YouTube channel. So I will have to work within that context, and I want to have that kind of limitation. There's certain limitations that I want to have. No making videos when any personal planet, Mercury, Venus, and Mars are in retrograde. So that I get time to reflect, to go inside, to just sit back and receive. I was not put on this earth to do this, and I was not put on this earth to, it's not my job or responsibility to give people what they want in terms of YouTube. I'm not a slave to my Amenten YouTube channel, much like I am not a slave to this Amenten, and I never was, and I never considered it a job in the first place. It never was a job. I do it because I want to. It's fun. It's a hobby, and that's how I've always treated it as such. There are people that do the job, that do the work, that get paid. That's their job. And the more involved I get with the Amenten, the less I am focused on what is more important in my life. The more I'm going down that path that would probably be better for me not to go down. And so, that's really the truth. So you will not be seeing me anymore as an Amenten leader. I'm done. That does not mean that cloning room down there, which so many people are aware of now, doesn't mean that that'll go away. You know, let's try to save what actually is. I have destroyed and deleted so much that does not need deleting. When you delete something that you value and that you like and that you loved, then you have impurified it. Where some stuff is there, but not all of it. It's just somewhat, but it's not full. It's like the plate is only half of the plate. It's like you're meeting someone halfway and it's good enough, but it's not fully there. Okay, maybe you got one video or two that's not huge. But, or it's not too big, but, that many videos. Now I look at the current videos like, might as well just delete these too. They're the same amount of value or maybe even less value than those other videos. So why am I keeping those videos around if I already got rid of many others? Why am I continuing to do this? And I'm done with this. I'm done. I'm done. I resign. And I'm very happy about resigning. I'm very happy to start again. You know, astrology, there's a new moon on the 21st of March in Aries. Let's start again. That's what I intend to do, you know. And during my time, I will not apologize for being who I am and standing in my power. And I will never apologize for that. And I may be pushed into a situation where it is so draining because of other people. I will not let it get in the way of my truth. Because I will look back and regret that. I know I will. I just know I will. If you do what you did, you're going to get what you got. So you might as well do something different. I might as well stop doing this. Less is more. So much more value into the videos I produce. Now, all that self-expression is going to be put out there into the public. And I'm more than willing to do that. So, thank you for tuning in. To everybody who has come to my Amenten, I really appreciate you. And we have had a lot of fun adventures together. A lot of great adventures, and it's been a fun ride. A really fun ride. A wild ride at that. So many occasions, so many days. And now my connection with people among the Amentens is going to be ending. I'm going to say goodbye. So, thank you for tuning into this. Goodbye.